when you think of Luke players, you might think of What's Kami, Noah the Prodigy, Dual Kevin doing great work. But on the EU side, Kusanagi, I feel like, is a person who's not getting enough recognition. Currently within Street Fighter League EU, they are 50-50, but I feel like as I've been watching Street Fighter League, I've noticed Kusanagi get better each week after each week. Now, I remember Kusanagi from Street Fighter 4 playing Seth. Don't remember him much in Street Fighter 5 if he played it at all. And then now he's back in Street Fighter 6 playing Luke, the main protagonist. I don't know if I was going to say antagonist. Well, he's the antagonist of people online, but he's a protagonist in the story. Versus Phils, who I remember from Street Fighter 5 playing Falk. Now he's transitioned over to JP. I think Kusanagi has done a lot of training when it comes to the JP matchup, and this match alone really proves that how much Kusanagi has improved his game plan. Of course, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, leave a like, helps out the channel. Also, go watch Street Fighter League and Capcom Pro Tour to support them as well. So maybe they can make the outfit force cheaper. They're not going to make the outfit force cheaper. So the one thing that I like out of Kusanagi is, one, his use of Drive Rush into Sandblast. I know Noah the Prodigy likes to do Drive Rush into Heavy Knuckle to try to bait out a normal. But Drive Rush into Sandblast does stop your momentum completely, as well as if they do this block, you're not going to be able to get DI'd from Drive Rush Heavy Knuckle. What's crazy is the amount of times Kusanagi does drop some combos. That Drive Rush Light Punch does not combo in a crouching heavy punch. But Phils was mashing, unfortunately, so he did get hit. Level 1 coming out of Phils. I think the important part is, so he sets up, so Phils sets up the OD departure, right? So those 2 bars gone. Instead of standing there and allowing maybe even that first departure to apply presence, he backs up, so now he only has to worry about the second departure, but he backed up so far the second departure isn't even a thing. Make space. Now you use the wait. You play it out. You wait. You wait. You go. You back up. I think patience is very important when fighting against a JP player. Because JP already has a lot of good tools. So understanding when you need to close the gap and when not to is what separates a lot of good players. Oh, misinput. Misinput, but, you know, we all have misinputs. I think it's not even like with Luke. I think relying on patience is very important. There we go. Applying that pressure. 1 bar left on the drive gauge. Empty jump. So this is very important, right? He does an empty jump, which keeps you in the parry animation. And the parry animation is super long if you just hold parry. So he does an empty jump, baits out the parry. Maybe might have been baiting out Amnesia as well. Gets the punish counter, and because of that, boom, you just lost 20% of your HP. Misses the heavy punch. That was death. There we go, level 3. So Luke has a really good shimmy. So very similar to Ken. It's better to take the throw against Luke than it is to get shimmied against Luke. Because if you get shimmy against Luke, if he has any meter, you're going to explode. If he has level 3, you're going to explode. So Kusanagi understands this. And, you know, at a high level, you have to understand that you have to really break down what your opponent does. Do they tech? Do they DP? Are they a crouch fiercer? Do they, you know, wake up reversal? Do they wake up super? Are they drive rushing constantly? Like, you have to understand exactly, like, what your opponent's doing in these high-level games when stuff is online. Now, very important when I saw this, I'm not saying that Kusanagi saw my video about meaty Sandblast against JPs, but I am saying nobody else has made a video about meaty Sandblast against JPs, and that video did get a few views on Twitter. Just saying, I call it the Yo-Yo 2.0. It does work, man. The Yo-Yo 2.0 does work for this exact reason. Because he woke up Amnesia, possibly. Did he do EX Amnesia? Okay, he wakes up EX Amnesia, which then now lends into target combo, light, medium, heavy punch. I'm saying, man, the Yo-Yo 2.0 is broken. The Yo-Yo 2.0 is broken. Wake up sweep coming out of Phils. Takes the corner control again. Good tech out of Kusanagi, and now you're dead. And now you're deceased. Like I said, when Luke has meter, Luke's really good at meter dumping for a lot of damage. I personally think Luke is designed for Street Fighter 6. Right, the way that he utilizes his meter. Meaty throw. He does the meaty sandblast again. Now that's crazy. Now that's crazy. I knew this moment was coming. That's why I didn't say anything. That's crazy that he did drive rush. Right? So he does drive rush, crouching light punch, EXDP. He could hit crouching light punch DI, crouching light punch DI. But the fact that he did crouching light punch EXDP is, it's like the awareness is actually kind of crazy. EXDP again, puts himself in a burnout. And right there, perfect. Right there, perfect. Now, I need you to buckle up, right? I need you to stop what you're doing right now. If you're mopping, if you're cooking, if you're shitting, if you're jerking off, if I'm in the background, I need you to stop and watch these next 2 rounds. Because what's about to happen in these next 2 rounds is exactly what Ken players want, what JP players want, and what Luke players don't want. And I want that to sit in your mind for a second. That these next 2 rounds are what Ken players want, JP players want, and Luke players don't want. Let's get into it. Also, Kusanagi's hair looks like Luke's outfit 3. Not gonna lie. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. This is what you don't want if you're Luke. Perfect parry. Putting him in the corner. Meaty shoulder. Not meaty shoulder, but like, you know, +6 shoulder. Meaty was actually the bad term. Backdash. EXDP. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. This is actually crazy. Let me move my fucking webcam to the right side. Look at this. Not many people know this, but Luke's standing heavy kick has, I think after frame 3, is invulnerable to low attacks. It goes over low attacks. Look at this. Sandblast, heavy kick, goes over JP sweep, which then gives him a counter hit, which then he's able to cash out without spending any meter. That's psychotic. The matchup knowledge out of Kusanagi. Counter hit, throw. Perfect. In the corner. Heavy knuckle. Or not heavy knuckle. Forward heavy punch, my bad. Level 2, right. Gets rid of 1 bar of meter. Gets rid of 1 bar of meter. 4 fields. In yellow health. Overhead. DP. Overhead. Give me that goddamn head. Like I said, this is what Ken players want. This is what JP players want. This is what Ken's Luke's do not want. You just did a back-to-back-to-back perfect on JP, who is arguably the best character in the game. But people are saying Luke's broken. You don't want your character hitting a triple perfect on the actual best character in the game, because now Luke's going to get fucking nerfed and JP's going to get 17 more wake-up options and Ken's going to go by scot-free. This is amazing out of Kusanagi. So, it blew my mind. Like the meaty sandblast to beat the OD drive rush, using the sandblast and then using the stand heavy kick to go over the lows, utilizing the empty shoulder for the frame traps. Everything Kusanagi did in those 3 games was perfect. Down to the last minute detail. But thank you everybody for doing it. I greatly do appreciate it. Shout out Kusanagi for winning his matches in Street Fighter League. And then that I will not be covered. Actually, you know what? Let's cover it. Let's cover it. So Kusanagi wins. And then you know what they do? They put Kusanagi up. After his 3 wins, they put Kusanagi up against the Manon in the overtime game. So this guy's hot right now. This guy's hot. They put Shivs up against Kusanagi. Drive rush grab. There it goes. Gone. Bait. Gone. Kusanagi. This was a mistake. Sending somebody in against Kusanagi who's already warmed up. Perfect coming out the wazoo. Throw. You're throwing. Who's the grappler here? Who is the grappler here? Blocked. You're dead. You're dead. The guy that just triple perfected a JP. The guy you put up for the best of 3. Oh my god. Drive rush. Okay. Drops the combo. Puts himself into burnout. Kusanagi does not care. DP. Okay. Does land the grab. Kusanagi still riding high. Back up. Heavy punch. Get fucked, nerd. Get blocked. DI. Medium kick. Get fucked, nerd. Gets hit with the overhead. Does land a command grab. Three medals on the side of Manon. Manon. EX. Kusanagi waiting, dude. He's like a fucking shark. There's the drive rush, right? There's the drive rush sandblast. Puts no back and burnout. Kusanagi doesn't care, and there goes level 3. Kusanagi put himself in a burnout twice that round. He does not care. He's so confident in his skill. He knows Manon has a fucking infinite with her medium punch. He does not care. Kusanagi, the GOAT, the Luke GOAT. Hit the subscribe button, comment down below, leave a like, support Kusanagi, and I'll see y'all again in the next video. See ya!